Good evening to the world. Here we go again. Good evening, South Florida. Since I'm bent on saying it. Welcome to In Spite of It All on RHR TV 1. Happy Tuesday. Hope you all had a good week. It's Black History Month. We're wrapping up this month, and this evening we'll be giving you a little treat. A little cultural treat from the Tallawah Mento band. So sit back, relax, enjoy, have fun, learn something. In studio is Mr. Colin Smith and Mr. Errol Smith, both members of Tallawah Mento band and the Jamaican Folk Review. Welcome.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
Good. You'll be wowing us this evening, taking us on a musical journey, right?
That is great.
In the meantime, before we get to there, how did you come to be a part of Tallawah Mento band?
Well, Tallawah, that's an interesting story. About a little over 10 years ago, around when shortly after I came to Florida, told me about Jamaican Folk Review, and I went and started to rehearse with them. And then a member of the group, Vincent, brought this rumba box from Jamaica. And
A rumba box.
Yes.
What is a rumba box?
a rumba box
okay.
is an African instrument which came to the West by virtue of Cuba, where it is known as the marimba.
Marimba.
It is very popular in Dominican Republic and a lot of the Spanish islands. But of course, by the time it's really marimba box. But by the time it got to Jamaica, it was rumba box.
Rumba box,
Okay.
Because of course, the rumba was played in Cuba. So it
okay.
was used to play the rumba as rumba box.
Okay, great.
And
Thank
we
you.
adopted it and played with our Mento.
Wonderful. And it
Anyhow.
does add flavor, richness to
Right.
it. Yes.
That particular box we were playing, I don't think Era knew to play it then. Neither did Vincent. But I had some knowledge of it, some expertise with it. Errol is a very good drummer, has very good rhythm. So showed him the essentials of it, and he just took it and started to play it as if, I had my banjo with me, and there was Vincent with his guitar, and we were there just strumming around and playing a few little songs. And Miss Elgita Martin heard us and said, "Wow, you guys sound good. Come and play at the ball for us next week." I said, "Lady, are you crazy? Play at the ball? We just have this thing." And she says, "No, you sound good. Come and play at the ball." So she insisted, and we went to the ball to play. When we got there and we were ready to be introduced, what's the name of the group? We didn't have a name.
We didn't have a name.
So we said, we'll just tell them as a little Mento band. So we went on as the little Mento band and we performed. But obviously they enjoyed it. And the MC's comments after we played was, "Wow, them said them little, but them really Tallawah."
Okay.
But we still continued to play as Little Mento band for a long time. And eventually we realized that people loved us. And we were getting bookings, to play all over the place. And as the band grew, we realized that we couldn't be the Little Mento band anymore. So by the time we had 5 in numbers, because we started to add other instruments to really give the proper sound, we had to be Tallawah. So that's the story of Tallawah.
That's the story of Tallawah.
Yeah.
But you really went to the group Jamaican Folk Review.
Right.
That's correct.
What does that group do?
It's a group dedicated to the propagation of Jamaican folk music here in the diaspora. Errol was a member of that group before.
Yes.
So when I met with him, he said, "No, I think you would be," because I'm one of the foundation members of Jamaican folk singers prior to.
So therefore you came straight from the arms of Dr. Olive Lewin.
Indeed, I learned how to footstool.
What was your strongest impression of Dr. Lewin?
Oh my, I mean, you have time enough for me to tell you. She was a very serious lady, loved her culture, a disciplinarian, and overall she felt that just recognition of Jamaican music was not had, because Jamaican music is beautiful. There's, you know, we hear the little Mento bands and all that, but that is fine. But when you listen to the music and the music is sung or performed in the way it should be, it can stand on its own with any music anywhere.
True.
And she felt that Jamaican folk music should be arranged and performed in such a way that people internationally could accept it and love it for the quality that it was, the inspiration that was in Mento music.
Okay.
It's a very unique music.
It is.
Yeah.
Really, indeed. But did you come from a musical background? How did you get into?
I would say yes. Several members of my family, grandfather, my mother taught me the organ when I was pretty young. But for the most part, I am self-taught with most of the instruments that I play, and I play quite a few.
Question: when you started doing folk music, traditional music, did your family have a problem with it?
No. Early, like before my teenage years, when I wanted to play the guitar, I remember one of my grandmothers says, "Oh, that is foolish instrument. That is commonplace instrument." But I love the guitar. I started playing professionally somewhere about 18, 19, 20.
In Jamaica?
In Jamaica, when I joined the Jamaican folk singers. You know, I was with them from their very first concert in
The very first concert?
which was in 1968. I joined the group in 1967. And still is a member of that group today, because whenever I go to Jamaica, I definitely, if it's even a rehearsal, I attend, you know.
And you're versed with the movements too. I understand you do
some
movements,
of it,
dancing.
some of it. But it's more with the instruments. Banjo, guitar, primarily, drums to some extent, yes.
Okay. How did you get to Florida? You now live here.
Yes. I came to Florida after I had an interesting altercation with my toes.
Really?
I had an accident with a lawnmower, and the lawnmower got the better of my toes. And 4 of them were severed. 3 they were able to reattach, but the big toe didn't make it. So eventually, the interesting thing is that the big toe grew back almost to the length, but it has no joint. So the surgery that was performed, they took a piece of my thigh and joined it and made a little stub over the exposed bone that was there. And over the years, it grew and grew almost back to the length it was, but there is no joint, no nail or anything. But
Interesting. Interesting.
So during the period of recuperation, I came to Florida because my mom, brothers, sisters, and my eldest daughter lived here before. And after spending some time with them, I said, you know, I'm not going back to Jamaica in that construction business that I was in. It's too hectic. So, making the story short,
You stayed.
I stayed.
Did you miss your construction field?
Not really, because I'm a building inspector here. So every day I'm still involved with construction.
And you counterbalance?
Yes.
From construction straight into the arts?
Yes. Well, the arts is always with me. I did art, I draw and painted as far back as I can remember. And so it's all a part of me, really.
You paint. What do you paint?
Oh goodness. Jamaican landscapes.
Aha. Let's be back. We'll take a break. Come right back.
I Leroy Eptown Studio One first. A reggae daddy, yes, in the place. And this is one of the original star. And you're watching RHR. Yeah, like I, number one. Yeah.
Never let them get you down. Never let them see you frown. Never let them lead you astray. Starting today, live your life your way. I say, I'm excited to strong when you're locked into RHR TV. Keep it locked every time I say that boom shot.
Hi, my name is LaShawn, and I represent America, and I only watch RHR TV. Stay tuned.
Bless RHR TV. Bless RHR TV. Bless RHR TV, Jah, and guide them every day. Bless our TV. Yeah, man, more life, more blessing, more prosperity. It's Phil Watkins representing for RHR TV.
Okay, we're back. We're going to get
Okay.
right back to you, Colin. But let's ask Errol a question.
Sure.
What is it like to work with Colin
Man, it's
and the
wonderful.
band, the Tallawah Mento band?
It is wonderful. It's a great experience to be, in the band, because we travel all over Florida, Atlanta, even Jamaica. We went to perform also. So we
And your instrument plays the rumba box.
the rumba box.
Touch up
Yes.
the rumba box. Let us
Yeah,
hear
the
it.
rumba box is original to the bass. Just a full scale bass, like a bass guitar.
It's like a bass guitar.
It is, yes, and it sounds better than the electric bass and everything.
Okay, give us some more here. Hosanna, Hosanna. Hosanna. All right. Thank you. Sounding good right there. Okay.
Thank you.
So, back to you, Lois. So you are a building inspector in the days and in the evenings, or whenever the occasion arises, you are an artist. You play with the Tallawah Mento band. Was there ever a time when you didn't play with the band? Did you do something else?
Well, I also play with Jamaican Folk Review. I am their guitarist. But I try to divide my time between painting and my music. And the day has 24 hours.
Okay.
So you have to divide those hours properly.
All right.
Okay?
Okay.
Part in labor and refreshment. Right?
Partially about
Yeah,
refreshment.
exactly.
Okay. all
Part
right.
to serve God and part to help your fellow men.
And part for the family.
Yes, well.
Which of your children plays?
My son actually plays percussions, drums. He also plays the rumba box. And I notice he has taught himself to play the keyboards too. So.
Kind of like you. You are. It's been said that you can play by ear. You can just hear something. You could pick up an instrument. You could play.
Yes. And this is one of the things I learned from Dr. Lewin. You have to have a concept about music. Music is sound. Okay? So the most important thing about music is your ability to listen. Okay? And the same applies to languages also. But, and so the visual art or the visual sense has very little to do with music. Very, very little. I mean, if that were so, just think about Ray Charles and Jose Feliciano, right? They would not be, or Stevie Wonder. They would not be able to. They would not be able to play.
That's true.
So
that is true.
The listening ability is the most important.
Okay,
thing.
so I'm gathering from this that when you listen, you're able to play.
Yes.
What do you hear? Different people would hear different things, right?
Yes. For example, when I'm playing in the band, we have 7 instruments in the band. I hear each instrument. I hear the one I'm playing, and I hear the rumba box, I hear the guitar, I hear the flute, you know, I hear the drums. So, and we have to all keep in balance. So it is that sense. I don't see them, I hear them. And you have to hear the music. Well, music is inside of you. And the instrument is merely a means to allow you to express that, that music.
So the people who are, is there such a thing as being tone deaf? And what about if
Yes,
there's such a thing?
yeah, there is such a thing. There is such a thing.
So the tone deaf person would not be able to maybe understand what they're hearing, or
It's just a matter of application. When you understand the mechanics of music, and I use the word mechanics because music is as much as an art as it is a science. Because to really play music, you are actually exercising geometry and mathematics. Music is patterns. You play patterns on the guitar, you play patterns on the piano, and all these are geometric shapes that you play. And different shapes combine with other shapes to make that harmony.
interesting.
Yes.
Very
You
interesting.
can actually draw these shapes on a piece of paper and see, you know, what it is all about. The chords on the piano, you have certain shape
Right.
chords that will work with other shape chords. And as long you can play in any key once you know what those shapes are.
You know what? We are going to have a class one day, and you are going to be the facilitator when we get a board inside here, and you're going to be showing us and teaching us all the different chords and patterns and how
Yes.
you connect and the different shapes and the geometry and the
All
the
the work-
mathematics of it all,
All
right?
the workings, right?
Lot of workings.
Yes.
So you see and you feel that too, right?
That's right.
Great, wonderful, wonderful. Now, Mr. Colin, you have had a life-changing experience years ago in Jamaica, which could have ended badly for you, for the family. Would you like to share that with us?
Well, I had quite a few, but I suspect I know the one you're talking about.
Okay, let's hear that one. If we have time, we'll get to the others too, because in spite of it all, we're trying to encourage people and give people hope. you
Yeah.
know,
Well,
share.
one of the things is you have to be positive, okay? And the experience I know you're talking about, because we shared it one night. And it was a night when my house was invaded by some gunmen, 6 of them to be specific. And those guys opened up at me with less than, I would say, approximately 15 feet away from me, with 6 M16s blazing away, and nothing between me and them, and not one of those bullets touched me. And it was a miracle, because
Miracle.
how it really
Glory
happened,
be to God.
when, before the shooting started, I heard a glass shattered in my house, and I knew instinctively that the house was being broken into. I did have a little, as we'd say in Jamaica, pipe,
Bye.
a little 32. So I grabbed it and I went out. And I went out there, and I remember saying these words, well, if you are the devil in hell, I'm going to kill you tonight. Just like that. And when I went out, I saw a shadow, and I fired at the shadow, and I fired at the shadow.
But where were you?
In my house.
Yes, but where
Yeah.
in the house? The bedroom? The
No, in my
kitchen,
living room. In my living room. And when I fired, I heard bullets. And I mean, it happened in a few minutes,
Seconds.
but it's a long story. But having said all of that,
So you dive for cover.
yes. And this was interesting. The week before this incident, I was playing dominoes with a friend who had a robbery the week before. And while we were playing dominoes, a truck passed by, a tire blowed, bang! And my friend said, hit the floor, because he thought it was another holdup.
Oh boy.
Wow.
When the guys fired at me, I heard my friend's voice in my ear, just like we're speaking now. It says, hit the floor. And I went on the floor.
Wow.
So as a result of that, all the bullets went over my head.
Wow.
The next morning when all was finished and we looked at the bullet marks on the wall behind me, and there was a column sort of in all the cement, concrete from the column was gone. The M16s took it down, left just the steel. There were 380 bullet holes in that wall.
Wow.
Behind where I was. Okay. So that was
a miracle.
it was.
It was. I mean, when that happened, did you have a walk with God, or what was your relationship at that time with God? And how did it affect the relationship you had with
Interestingly,
God?
before retiring that night, I read Psalm 16. And when I revisited that psalm, it was like a prophecy of the events of that night.
Really?
Right. And so that's a special psalm for me. But more importantly, it changed my life in this way that I realized, hey, listen.
Psalm 16. I can't. What about it?
It speaks to God being your protector, okay? And that if you have a godly heritage, you will be protected, okay? And it even mentioned protection in the night seasons, okay?
Where was your family?
My wife was pregnant 8 months with our third daughter, and that incident affected the child in the womb. I mean, and it affected her in her behavior, even as a child growing up. She's now an adult, but we knew, it had affected her.
Even now, is it gone? Is that?
Yes, I think it's past. But
did she have to get counseling, or it just?
Well, we counseled her. We didn't take her to any special counselor, but we knew that event affected her. So we responded to her and tutored her throughout life. Today she's a very fine young lady, excellent. So that is sort of behind her. But the take from that experience is this, that life is just a matter of it's razor thin, okay? And therefore things like material things does not really matter, okay? So
did it matter before that incident?
To some extent, yes, but more so now that my philosophy in life that there's nothing worth worrying about or be
angry about.
Yes, and there's no problem. If you see blood, yes, maybe there's some problem, but outside of that, there's no problem.
There's no problem.
Yes.
There's no problem.
No problem. No problem. So that has changed my life tremendously, and I don't worry about what I didn't have or what the other guy has or anything like that. I just enjoy myself and devote myself to making sure that my life is rich, and part of that is giving to other people. I don't mean necessarily walking and giving, but give of yourself, be of assistance to people.
Being your brother's keeper.
In my job that I do, I help so many people every day. I do things for them that I could charge for, and I don't, if I see that person is in need. So, and it's coming out of that experience which reinforces that, material things is a fleeting, and money is not wealth, right? It's a means.
Okay,
but
money is not wealth, it's a means.
Yeah.
So hold on to that and take us to commercial break with that song about the different herbs.
Oh, you mean
Yes.
the weed song?
The weed song. Weed as in herbs.
Yes.
Bush medicine.
Yes. I do not remember all she had, but these were a few she had. She had man piaba, woman piaba, tam get up on lemongrass. Mini root, golden root, on the backbone. Dead man get up and live on the root. Holy bitter, scorilla bush, and the whole compare and sweet. Sweet goon cow tongue and the granny crotch crotch, belly pull and the bosom weed. She had chopped the bush, she had elder bush, she had devil horse whip and the dopey finger tick. She had rattiers, consumption weed, rapamparan and saucy perilla. She had running out all the while. She even said that trade is good if you have a troubled mind.
This is Pablo Hoylet and you're watching RHR TV1.
Ding ding ding! Hey, them finna says Baby Chris representing for RHR TV. How them feel like? Ring ding 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 ding. Ring ding 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 da. Ding 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 da. Yeah! RHR TV, Baby Chris represent. I like it, I like it. Yeah!
Are you in need of home improvements? From ceiling to floors, cabinets and doors, Newcraft Home Improvement and Cabinetry. Custom bathrooms, kitchen, wood floor, molding, painting, and more. Contact us at 754-367-0403 or 954-559-1506. Email newcraft@ymail.com. Visit us at newcraftimprovements.com. Are you in need of...
And we're back. That was beautiful. We've just had a lesson 101 in bush medicine. Name some of them, please. Granny Crotch, Crash, and Crotch, Crotch.
Well, it's man piaba, woman piaba, tom, get up and live, anti-root, coolie bitters, corine in a bush, compel and sweet, chop to bush, elder bush, devil horse whip and the dopey figure tick, rat ears, bat ears, consumption weed, rapampara, and saucy perilla.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah. Give us a little bit more there. A little bit more.
Jack, to bush and the elder bush, the devil horse whip and the dopey figure tick, rat ears, bat ears, consumption weed, rapampara, and saucy perilla. The woman's tongue was twisted, that she was bawling out all the while. She even said night sage is good if you have a troubled mind. She had man piaba, woman, tom, get up and lemongrass, billy root, gully root, granny backbone, dead man get up and live on the root, beauty bitters, corina bush, and the whole compare and sweet goon cow tongue and the granny crotch, belly full and is the bosom weed.
All right, yay! Thank you. It's one of my favorite ones. I find it so funny. The names of these herbs.
Yes.
Bush medicine. But of course they all have scientific names. But we are used to these exotic names and we keep them. And they all have medicinal purposes.
Yes.
So if you want to know, ask them afterwards. Right?
Well, we don't know what all are good for, but
right?
you know.
Some of them, right?
Yes.
Well, we all grew up on Cersei and
Right.
name some more.
Granny crotch,
You know Granny Crotch, Crotch?
Vervine,
Cowitch,
love bush, tagabak. And you know what dead man get up and live is? Just let your imagination work.
Okay, all right, okay. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let's get back to wealth not being money.
Yes.
Okay.
If you understand, and there is a scripture which speaks to life consisteth not in the abundance of what a man has, not in raiment, clothing. Okay? And so it is. And so what life is all about is the spiritual things. The time we share with one another. Okay? The good we do because it returns. And the more you give, the more you receive. I can tell you that for a fact. Yeah.
You have proven that. Just yesterday, somebody said to me that that's cliche.
No, let me give you an experience
Okay.
I was asked to do an inspection on a lady's house. When I got to the house, this lady was 80-odd years old. And the house was previously inspected, but a mess was made of it. And the report that went in was costing this lady a lot of money. And when I saw what was done, and she told me that the inspector who had done it before did not even enter the house.
Wow.
And I realized the lady had no money. And I took it and I redid everything, and I said to her, listen, I saw what happened to you. I'm not going to charge you. Don't worry about it. I will do the report. I will correct all the errors that were made so that, you know, you can get your refund, and the premiums you're paying will be drastically reduced. And I didn't charge her. And do you know that in less than 5 minutes of leaving that lady's house, I had 3 telephone calls with 3 of the biggest contracts that I've ever had.
Wow.
Okay? So, you know, and I have had more than one experience like that,
Yeah.
you know.
But
So
that really
it
proves.
proves the
that
point,
proves,
yes.
yes.
Yeah.
I shall ask this person to take a look at this program and, you know, start paying attention to
Yes,
the stuff
yes.
that happens.
Yeah,
Wow.
we must do for other people. Life is not a selfish.
We must do for other people.
Yeah.
Now, after you do and you do and you do and you give and you give and you get and give, and then what you get back in return is like ungratefulness or no thanks or whatever.
Yeah, that
How does
happens
that
too,
make you?
but-
You're a human being. You're a
But
person.
do not give with an intention to receive.
Right.
Okay?
Okay.
Give because it is the right thing to do.
Because it is the right thing to do.
Right. Yeah.
Therefore, if you're going to give because it is the right thing to do, inside here is right.
Yes.
With the giving. You're not giving with a grudge. Because I think if I'm going to give you something and I have a grudge, it's not blessing me, it's not blessing you.
No, you have to give. And listen, and the person whom you help is not going to
It's
be
not
the
the one
person
to help, right.
precisely.
To help you.
So don't even think about
Where it's coming from.
where you, do not think that I'm going to do something because you expect. Just do it.
What do you think about all of that, Errol?
Yeah, that's amazing. I mean, you know, the more you give, the more you get, you know. The more you give, the more you get, and by helping other people, you help yourself, so.
Keeping with the laws of nature.
With the laws of
God's
nature.
commandment.
That's true. Yeah.
And being your brother's keeper.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Now, tell us a little bit about Dr. Lewin.
Dr. Lewin.
Did we get all the information, all she had? All the love, everything from her?
I don't think we got everything. I'll just give you a few snippets. When we rehearsed with Dr. Lewin, one of the things, she was so keen on things being done right. She would say, listen, you have to rehearse. Not until you know it. You rehearse until you can't get it wrong.
Wow.
Okay? You rehearse not until you get it right, until you can't get it wrong. Okay? So that
In her
just gives
soft, well-modulated soft.
sometimes.
Dr. Lewin could turn it up a notch.
Oh yeah. She didn't suffer fools gladly, and she didn't stand for foolishness, not at all.
And you had a close bond with her. She was kind of like a mother figure to you.
We communicated well. Before she passed, she would stay with us when she was in Florida. You know,
What about Dr. Louise Bennett, Miss Lou?
I didn't have a lot to do with Miss Lou. I met Miss Lou and I've worked with Miss Lou, but not really a lot because she and Olive were very good friends, and she would come on occasions and give pep talks to the folk singers at the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have in my hand a CD, Tallawah Mento Band, River to the Bank.
Yes,
This is your second CD,
it's the second CD.
and this has this very interesting song, Yellow Bird, which is a beautiful, haunting melody.
Mm-hmm.
And we all believe it's Jamaican. But
No, it's not Jamaican. Yellowbird is the tune from Yellowbird. Is actually a Haitian tune which was written way back in 1776, I believe. The name of that tune is Shukun.
Shukun.
Right.
Okay, what does Shukun mean?
Shukun is really a little bird. A little bird. But the little bird was really a little lady. Okay? And it's not a direct translation of what we know. But the tune is the same. And if you meet any Haitian, especially the older Haitian, they love it. I mean, it's. I'll give you a little snippet of what it is.
About Shukun, and then we go to Yellowbird, Jamaican version.
Yeah. I'm gonna start with Yellowbird first.
Up high banana tree, yellow bird, you sit down alone like me. With your lady friend, leave your nest again. That is very sad, makes me feel so bad. You can fly away in the sky away. You're more lucky than me.
Oiseaux, nos bois qui te m'écoutaient. Tes oiseaux, nos bois qui te m'écoutaient. Como son de ça, a gagné la peine, nous des billets de mon chêne. Como son de ça, moi gagné la peine, nous des billets de mon chêne.
Up high in banana tree, yellow bird, you sit down alone like me. With your lady friend, leave your nest again. That is very sad, makes me feel so bad. You can fly away in the sky away. You're more lucky than me.
It's the same tune. It's the same tune, but different words.
Different words.
But it's we borrowed it from here.
Right. And it's music.
Yeah,
Universal, right?
and there are a few other songs like that. There is Peanut Vendor, which we say have some peanuts before you go to bed.
Have some peanut before you go to bed.
From me belly to me back, no touch me so.
From me belly to me back, no touch me so. Have some peanut before you go to bed. Have some peanut before you go to bed.
But it's from Cuba.
It is.
Yeah. Mani, kururuku mani. Tengo, tengo.
Tengo, tengo.
Tengo, tengo.
Tengo, tengo.
Tengo, tengo.
Tengo, tengo.
Una cuchuruchu mani. Same tune, but which we borrowed from Cuba.
From Cuba.
Yeah.
Another one?
I off
Give us a
top.
little bit more on that one there.
Have some peanut before you go to bed.
Have some peanut before you go to bed.
Improvements. From ceiling to floors, cabinets and doors, new craft home improvement and cabinetry. Custom bathrooms, kitchen, wood floor, molding, painting, and more. Contact us at 754-367-0403 or 954-559-1506. Email newcraft@ymail.com. Visit us at newcraftimprovements.com. Are you in need of home improvements? From ceiling to floors, cabinets and doors, new craft home improvement and cabinetry. custom bathrooms, kitchen, wood floor, molding, painting, and more. Contact us at 754-367-0403 or 954-559-1506. Email newcraft@ymail.com. Visit us at newcraftimprovements.com.
Hi, this is Edine Davis. I'm a sergeant in the Army, and I represent all Jamaican. And you're watching RHR TV. So stay tuned and keep watching and don't go nowhere.
And we're back. Aren't we having fun this evening? It's edutainment. It's educational and it's entertaining. We're gonna have a little bit more from this CD. It is Lick Samba.
Lick Samba.
Lick Samba.
Yes.
And
I think that's number 3 on the CD.
right.
I particularly thought of that one
Right.
because it shows all the orchestration that we have in Mento music. Okay?
Meaning what?
Listen to the instruments and you'll hear. You don't hear this every day in terms of the everyday Mento that you hear, but that is all the things that are in the music when you really play Mento as it should be played. Right? And later on you can, the Peanut Vendor.
Geometrics coming together.
Yes, Peanut Vendor also has all of that in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we're getting ready to hear that. In the meantime. Oh, lick samba.
Lick Samba.
Lick samba.
Lick Samba. Lick Samba. Lick Samba. Lick Samba. Oh, Lick Samba. When the woman does a lick Samba. Oh, Lick Samba. Tallawah does a lick Samba. Oh, Lick Samba. Lick Samba. Lick Samba. Lick Samba. Oh, Lick Samba. Lick Samba. Lick Samba. Lick Samba. Oh, Lick Samba. Spanish influence in this music here and that. African with the drums and the band.
Okay, let us stay here. Okay. Lick samba.
Yes.
Tell us about lick samba. What is lick samba and the instruments? Lick samba.
Well, I tell you, I really don't know exactly what samba is. We have, we sing it and we have an idea what it is, but we won't say it on the air.
Oh, okay, please.
But it, in this particular piece, no, Mento music is a combination of European music and African. And in this particular piece, if you listen, you can hear the Spanish influence
Right.
with the guitar in particular, the rumba box,
Can we hear a little bit more of it? The rumba?
the
Volume, so we can
volume.
hear the different instruments.
well, the one that's playing is even, I think you're playing Peanut Vendor. That's fine, play that
That's-
one. That also has the same sort of.
Okay.
Have some peanut before you go to bed. Yeah? Piccolo. No, this is actually a flute. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
And
Sweet!
yes. But you hear all the different instruments.
All the different
Yeah.
instruments inside it. Okay.
So this is a good combination of Africa and Europe. And you will notice where the emphasis is. Okay? The third beat in Mento is like a pregnant beat.
Okay.
So it pushes you from that fourth into the.
Okay, show us.
Yeah.
Tell us, show us.
Dun,
Demonstrate for
Dun,
us.
dun, 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 dun,
That's the
dun,
pregnant
dun,
beat.
dun, 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 dun. So it's you feel it and it's not really played. And the onlooker You don't realize that that beat is not.
Oh, look over there. The studio is live this evening with Mento.
Yeah, that's the thing with Mento music, you know. Once it's playing, you have to move.
You have to move.
You have
it's
to
in
move.
the bones, it's in the bodies. Yes,
you have to move, yes.
Yeah, very good.
A few weeks ago, we played at Village on the Greens on a Saturday afternoon. And while we were there playing, there's this old man that came in. In fact, the clip is on YouTube. He came in walking with his walking stick. I would say a minimum of 85 years old, close to 90. White beard and really bent. And he came and he sat close to the band. And after a few pieces of music played, he just jumped up like something hit him. And he started to dance.
Put on the stick.
And then he grabbed the lady and threw away the stick. And started to dance and he danced and it was so funny. You should see the comments people write on YouTube.
Oh yeah, I didn't know it was on
when the music was finished.
How to find it on YouTube? Where do we go to? Tallawah Mento Band?
Yes. Facebook.com/Tallawah Mento Band.
We gotta go look for that.
When the music was finished, he was like this. He said, I beg you, pick up my walking stick for me.
Oh my goodness, it's not funny, but it's you see what the music, the power of music, that's what music does to you.
It makes
the
you
Mento
move.
is very catchy.
Yeah.
It works with you, it works on you, it's all over you, it's into you, it's everything. The banjo, the guitar, the flute or the piccolo, the fife.
In Jamaica, it's a bamboo fife.
It's a bamboo fife, yeah, I know.
Definitely.
But we're all having a real musical treat this evening.
Yes,
we
But, now, I want to know. This being Black History Month.
Yes.
Your personal views on it.
I have mixed views about Black History Month. Okay. I would rather just say History Month. Okay? Because
History
you can't.
Month. Okay, let's take a break and come back.
You can't divest Black history from world history. Okay?
Now, when you come back, we have. I think it's 2 minutes.
Are you in need of home improvements? From ceiling to floors, cabinets, and doors, Newcraft Home Improvement and Cabinetry. Custom bathrooms, kitchen, wood floor, molding, painting, and more. Contact us at 754-367-0403 or 954-559-1506. Email newcraft@ymail.com. Visit us at newcraftimprovements.com.
Shibby bop bop bop. Yo, this is Dan Newt and you're watching RHR TV 1. And you don't know, we're sending it to the world. You don't know it's all about the roots. And you don't know you can go up on RHRTV1.com. Log it on. Turn on your starlight.
RHR, you rise forever. Yes, you will rise. Ain't nobody in hurt can hold you down. RHR TV #1, the real hard roots. You can never find another one. Christina Starr said that.
Are you in need of home improvements? From ceiling to floors, cabinets, and doors, Newcraft Home Improvement and Cabinetry. Custom bathrooms, kitchen, wood floor, molding, painting, and more. Contact us at 754-367-0403 or 954-559-1506. Email newcraft@ymail.com. Visit us at newcraftimprovements.com.
And we're back, having fun with Tallawah Mento Band In Spite of It All on RHR1 TV. You were telling us about Black history.
Black history, to me, is everybody's history. Because whether you are pink, brown, or otherwise, you all came from black. So black history is everybody's history. Okay? And to focus on black history is good, yes. But I think we need to take it to the dimension. I mean, let's not fool ourselves. We all came out of Africa. okay? Whether you are blue-eyed and blonde, you came out of Africa.
All right.
Okay?
And on that note, we're gonna keep the rest of it till later. I'm gonna say it's been fun. It's been a real treat for me. I've been fed. And we're gonna thank the Tallawah Mento Band for coming here. Tallawah Mento Band. We're gonna be bringing them back. In the meantime, we're gonna take ourselves off with River to the Bank. River. To the river to the bank, which is the river. And this CD is for sale. In case this music grips your soul.